Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Respected Mr. Dodi Radot Lumbantarwan, Mr. Rifki Amalia Fateka, and Mr. Hendawan Soebakti as our project supervisor for the Robotics Engineering Technology program this semester. On this occasion, we would like to present the final result of the Land Follower Transporter robot. My name is Fairuz and am the leader of this team, and my job desk is programming, and my teammates are Gibran, who is responsible for mechanical design, Muhammad Naufal Ardana, his job desk is mechanical design, and the last Mariana Lubis, who is responsible for electrical system.
Okay, update design. Number 1, swap the position of the battery holder with the microcontroller ESP8268. The advantage of swapping these two components is that the simply wiring the microcontroller to other component. The disadvantage is that replacing with battery requires opening the top holder to insert or remove the battery. We also swap the position of the DC motor to the bottom because the line sensor doesn't work live. It's too close to the track. We also add a freewheel racer to keep the robot straight. Number 2, gripper arm and gripper design revision. We made a mistake in manufacturing the arm. The gripper arm was too long, preventing it from going straight down. The solution was to refracate the gripper arm to make it slightly shorter. Furthermore, the gripper itself in the previous design had a strike mouth. We changed it to a concave shape to it called grip remarkably. Update design. Number 3, wheel height issue. We discover a height difference between the right and left motor, which causes the robot to fail to move straight forward. When operates, the robot constantly veers to the left. Eventually, suspense that issue was due to a difference in PWM fails between the right and left motor, but testing saw no significant effect. Our robot primary base material is aluminum plate. This choice is made due to its lightweight nature for F's performance, ready for precision and stability, and ease of fabrication.
So this is our final design. This is the version of our line rope following robot. All components including the frame, actuator system, sensor, and gripper manipulator have been precisely designed and corrected for previous errors. So this is the height, length, and weight for our robot. So the left side is our weight. The weight of our robot is 150 millimeter. And the right side is length and height. The length for our robot is 163 millimeter, and the height is 78 millimeter or 7.8 centimeter. So this is our before and after of our robot. The left side is our before robot, early state prototype to test structure and design, and the right side is after the finished robot is full assembly and functional robot ready to use.
The electrical system of our robot. Okay, first the microcontroller. We use the ESP8266. We choose this board because it comes with a built-in Wi-Fi module, which make it highly suitable for our robots for performance goals this semester. One of our main objectives is to enable remote monitoring and control, and the ESP8266 provides the connectivity we need to achieve that. Next is the sensor. We use the BFD1005 channel infrared sensor to detect line on the track surface. This sensor sends signal to the microcontroller, allowing it to determine the direction of the robot's movement. Next is the servo MG990S. Servo 1 is used to move the robot arm. This allows the robot to reach objects with better precision and flexibility during operation. Meanwhile, Servo 2 is responsible for driving the gear mechanism and controlling the gripper. It enables the gripper to open and close so the robot can grip or release objects as needed. These two servers work together to perform the object manipulation task effectively. Next, motor DC GA12 and 20 serves as the main drive motor for the robot wheels. Analyze wiring diagram. Component 1, battery in CR, VCC connect to pin, GND connect to GND. Next, motor DC connect to pin D1 and D4. Next, micro servo. Servo 1 connect to pin D0, servo 2 connect to pin D5. Analyze BFD 1005 channel. Pin VCC connect to pin pin GND connect to pin GND, pin S1 connect to pin D6, pin S2 connect to pin D7, pin S3 connect to pin A0, pin S4 connect to pin D8, pin S5 connect to pin SD3.
This program. At this stage, we have successfully developed a line follower robot program with various features. First, we implement a basic program that allows the robot to automatically follow the straight line. Then we enhance the system to handle intersection using a case-based approach with 17 conditions, each addressing different branching patterns. In addition, we built a wireless Arduino-based backend, allowing the robot to be controlled remotely. For use interaction, we designed a Python-based UI front-end. The UI includes an input file for entering the ESP8266 IP address. Robot movement is controlled using buttons such as forward, slow forward, turn left, turn right, backward, and stop. There are also buttons to control the servo, including grip, release, press, half down, and full down. Beside control feature, the UI displays the robot movement status and gripper status. It also includes real-time monitoring of the 5-lane sensor S1 until S5 and canvas-based tracker to visualize the robot's movement path. So this is the program to initialize the defined pin microcontroller to other component, and the right program to initialize the wheel used on the robot when walking on the track. And this is the program for a line follower robot. The robot start moving when our sensor detect a line. The follow the path automatically using 5 sensor. So we use the function robot starter. If 5 sensor high, the robot starter through. And this is the function to navigation robots, like forward, slow forward, turn left, turn right, backward, stop, turn right 90 degree, turn left 90 degree. And this is the function to servo 1 and servo 2. Next is line follower transporter in case. This is the track layout that will be used during the testing phase. There are 3 checkpoint levels, A, B, and C. This ABC is the checkpoint for the robot movement, and several intersections which are handled use a case-based system that we developed. Here a portion of code for case 1 until case 2. In section, the behavior is similar to standard line follower robot, but we implement a robot starter function to trigger a robot movement. The logic is enhanced using a case system, where the robot will keep following the line normally until a specific case pattern detect. So this is the track case 1, the robot start, case 2, robot turn left 90 degree, case 3, the robot take 3, take object like 3, take case 4, robot turn right 90 degree, case 5, robot put trees in area, and robot go to track again, and case 6, robot turn right briefly, and case 7, robot turn right briefly. And this is the case 8, case 9, and case 10. This program segment handle to automatic process based on sequential case while the robot follow as line. Each case is executed when all line sensor S1 until S5 are active and the counter case value match. In case 8, the robot pick up the first marble. Case 9 place the marble into the basket. Case 10 handles picking up the second marble. And case 11 place it into the basket. Action rely on the 5 sensor to determine when the should be executed and are processed for the execute case function. So this is the case 11, case 12, and case 13. In case 11, the robot places the second marble into the basket. In case 12, robot turn right by 90 degree. In case 13, the robot pick up the third marble. Next is case 14, 15, 16, and 17. So this is the last program. In case 14, the robot places the third marble into the basket. In case 15, the robot turn left by 90 degree. In case 16, the robot pick up the fourth marble. And case 17, the robot places the fourth marble into the basket. Next is remote monitoring and control Python UI. So the first is program, backend program, Arduino IDE. This program is used to control an ESP8266-based robot over a Wi-Fi network. The robot can move manually via command or automatically follow a line using 5 sensors. The program also supports control of 2 servos and send sensor data to the client every 1000 milliseconds. 100 milliseconds. Next is the program navigation function. This program contains function to control the robot's movement, direction, and speed using PWM. Next is front end, Python UI. Program purpose. The first is program purpose. Provide a UI for controlling and monitoring a line follower robot via TCP or IP connection. And this is the main UI interface, include a tracker, compass label, status label for movement and gripper, and sensor display for line sensor. And this is the program to robot control. Use button and keyboard for input, motion command, modes ada auto mode and manual mode, and servo control, move up or down, and grip and release. Next is the TCP IP connection. Connect to the ESP8266 using a user-defined IP address via TCP socket. And this is the command sending and sensor receiving. Send command, send movement or servo command to ESP, update sensor, read sensor values in real time, and update in UI. The last program is robot movement visualization. Display a red line to the canvas respecting the robot movement. Direction is calculated based on motor speed difference. Next is UI interface. We will using Python. It feature entry box to input the IP ESP8266. And this is the navigation button such as forward, slow forward, turn left, turn right, backward, stop, and turn left 90 degree, turn right 90 degree. And this is a button to servo control. This is the up, down, and servo 2, and grip and release. And this is the monitoring line sensor. If the sensor low in monitoring, showing strict, and if sensor high, the monitoring showing number 1. And this is the auto mode and manual mode. If auto mode, the robot following the track automatically, uh, following the track automatically. If manual mode, we control the robot as the UI. If forward, the robot forward. If stop, robot will stop. And this is the tracker robot, visual tracker that display the robot position and movement line on a canvas, allowing monitoring throughout online top or external screen. Okay, that concludes our presentation. We sincerely apologize for any shortcomings or mistake. Once again, thank you to Mr. Dodi Radot Lumantoruan, Mr. Rifki Amalia Fateka, and Mr. Hendawan Soebakti for guiding us throughout this project. And thank you for everyone who has listening to our presentation from beginning to end. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.